Good playgrounds should feel like part of the community with local features, trains, lifesaver huts, tractors and tank stands and sheepdogs running around. Playgrounds aren't just about having some fun. They're also about kids growing up and developing skills.
For us at Playworks, it's about giving the child a life experience.
G'day, I'm Tom Wetton and welcome to The Free Hit. Tonight we're joined by our fantastic sponsors where we're going to ask each of them what was their motivation for getting involved in sponsoring hockey. We'll start with Jeff Orr from Brisbane Money Management. And so Jeff, what was your motivation for sponsoring hockey?
Brisbane Money Management, Tom, are financial planners. There's a lot of money involved in hockey and we're there to help people plan how they can afford to support their families playing this game, how they can afford to support the game across the broader community, things of that nature. We've got 2 offices very close to hockey grounds with our brand out there. So Brisbane, it's a natural fit for Brisbane Money Management to support the sport we love.
Darren Fowler, welcome to The Free Hit. Seems obvious from the shirt, but Just Hockey's involvement with hockey?
Well, Tom, we've been involved in sponsoring hockey for 25 years now. So we're happy to put something back into the sport. We sponsor individuals, clubs, associations, just fully involved in hockey.
And Adrian Pembroke from Powell Industrial, welcome to The Free Hit, Adrian.
Thanks, Tom.
The motivation for Powell Industrial for getting involved in hockey?
Tom, we've been involved as a family for a number of years in hockey. We saw it as a way of obviously supporting hockey, but also Powell Industrial in the industrial hose and fittings market was a new brand at the time. So we decided, well, it's a good way to get the brand out there amongst the community. Obviously, we don't do a lot of other advertising on TV and that sort of thing, but to be able to be on TV and at the grounds was a great way to actually get our name out there to start with.
And one of the early supporters of Hockey Zone, Debbie Walk from Playworks, welcome to The Free Hit again tonight. And Deb, your motivation from Playworks for getting involved with hockey?
Our family's been playing hockey for many years, and children obviously play hockey. A major part of our product is with children, but also there's lots of teachers who play hockey, a lot of people who work in councils. Our predominant market is schools and councils, so it gets our name out there amongst the players, and hopefully with the YouTube links and everything gets it out to all families and businesses around.
And one of the newest sponsors to come on board to the Hockey Zone family, Joe from White Lady Funerals, welcome to The Free Hit. Joe, not involved with hockey, but what did you see as the motivation for joining us?
White Lady looks after a lot of families in our community, and we're all ladies. So it seemed to me a really good fit for us to sponsor the ladies' hockey and to sponsor ladies in sport in general and to raise the profile.
Following on, Darren, you've been involved with Hockey Zone for 3 years. What's Just Hockey getting out of being involved with Hockey Zone?
Well, Tom, over the last 3 years, we've been able to showcase our products. We've been able to sponsor the Skill Up segment, which has been fantastic. And this year, we've had the opportunity to launch a new brand, Esparta, and sponsor the BHL1.
And Jeff, you've made the blooper reel, but what else are you getting out of Hockey Zone?
Tom, financial planning is a personal services business. What Hockey Zone has allowed is the people within the hockey community to be able to tie my face, my personality with the business that I run, Brisbane Money Management.
So Joe, as the BWHA Division 1 sponsor, you had the recent opportunity of visiting Downie Park to interact with some of the people from the association.
Yes, I did, and that was wonderful because we visited in our uniforms, so we're very recognisable in our whites. And so we were hopefully able to put a face to a name so people could understand that White Ladies is not only about funerals, but we're about people and about supporting the community.
And back to Adrian Pembroke from Powell Industrial. Adrian, you were the driving force behind getting junior hockey on to Hockey Zone. What inspired you to do that?
Well, it's probably a twofold answer, Tom. One, the sponsorship allowed us to get our name out there in the community. And also we did do a corporate video through Paul and his team, which is very, very good. The other motivating factor was to get junior sport on TV, to give it some coverage, to encourage kids to participate in the sport. It's not covered by mainstream media, So this was a way that I thought would motivate kids to actually get out and participate, then be able to watch themselves on the TV or on YouTube or whatever social media that it might end up on.
And they've certainly done that, Adrian.
I think so, Tom. I think there's a lot of good feedback around that how the kids like to watch the show, and also the YouTube clips that Paul does post.
And Debbie, how does it fit in with Playworks?
Sponsoring the free hit gives us weekly exposure. It enables us to get our name out there. We've had media advertisement done for us, which we use on our website. And also, we're fortunate enough that we've picked up a job that we'll be doing at one of the local hockey fields in the next few months.
So, Joe, was being a BWHA women's sponsor a targeted marketing decision?
Yes, it was, because we saw it as an opportunity to support the ladies, but supporting Hockey Zone, which is a national television program supporting the whole family, we thought that was extra special, and that's what White Ladies is about. It's about the whole family.
And Adrian, Powell Industrial is also involved at a club level. Why is that?
Well, Tom, at club level, sponsors can get a great deal for their money. At our club, we offer ground signage. There's the opportunity to sponsor teams in their shirts and shorts. And also now with Hockey Zone, we have the opportunity to be able to offer them advertising on TV through the coverage that goes nationally. But also we like to try and get our sponsors involved in the community and be part of the community, which all good corporates like to do these days.
And Debbie, both associations are working hard now to promote club days within the hockey community.
Yeah, they've been trialling it for the last couple of years. This year, the Redcliffe Club's had a couple of club days. It's enabled us to get our sponsors to come down, join in for the afternoon and see the sport played at our home ground. And it's also good for the players to be able to watch the other genders games. So it's been very successful.
So Darren, from a sponsor's perspective, how would you like to see the sport perceived?
Well, Tom, hockey's a sport that can be played from 4 years to 84 years of age. And with such a wide-ranging demographic, there's a great opportunity for sponsors to market their products.
So Jeff, what are your thoughts about Hockey the brand?
Tom, Hockey the brand is seen as a clean sport, young, fit, healthy, all the way through to the 84-year-olds that Darren was talking about just now. It's generally people better educated, they are wealthier than some of the other sports, and this really feeds into our target market. You know, people of all ages need financial plans, and that's why we support hockey.
So Debbie, is it difficult for clubs to get sponsors involved?
I don't think so, Tom. They've got access to using websites. There's a database. We can do newsletters. There's lots of signage. There's lots of things that clubs can do to engage sponsors at their own level.
And Adrian, what can hockey do to attract more sponsors?
Tom, one area it could work on is its exposure to the mainstream media. We seem to do well around Olympic Games and now with the Commonwealth Games, but after those events are finished, the media seems to drop away on it. A recent experience in Holland was the World Cup. It was fantastic to see hockey on the front page over there, and I'm told their club matches receive national coverage as well.
And in Australia then, Adrian, how could we achieve that?
I know there's a lot of work being done in Brisbane with the local publications like the South East Advertiser, and there's many stories on hockey in those newspapers. Not much though is happening on the national level. I take it that the hockey community has a PR person. I think there just needs to be more work done so we get our exposure through the national coverers, not just the local papers.
Darren, Just Hockey have been involved for 25 years. What does the future lie ahead for sponsors?
Well, Tom, following on from Adrian's point, we'd like to see a revamp of the national competition, the AHL. Maybe that could be repackaged back into a home and away series, which would offer better value for the sponsors and the opportunity for us to promote more of our products.
So Darren, how will that affect your target market?
Well, hopefully, Tom, the money spent at the elite level will trickle down to the grassroots level, and that will increase player numbers, which is what we're all about at Just Hockey.
So Jeff, we've heard about the long-term future, the short-term future for sponsors.
Tom, hockey is a family game. 80+% of Australian businesses are run by families, so there's a great opportunity in the hockey community for family businesses to be promoting hockey at a local level.
And Jeff, people running those family businesses are involved in hockey today.
Sure. And a number of the people sitting at the table here tonight, Tom, have supported the sport that they and their families enjoy. I'm one of them. 4 of my family play this game, and it's time that more family businesses did contribute to this sport. Step up, put some money into the game that we all love. This will attract the bigger sponsors going forward.
Never a truer word spoken, Jeff. If we didn't have these 4 people around the table today as sponsors, we probably wouldn't have Joe from White Lady Funerals with us today. And Joe, what have you discovered about hockey?
I've discovered that it's a game for the entire family to play. I was very surprised that the morning that I visited Downing Park to see the hundreds of families all together out having a great time. There are a huge amount of volunteers involved in this passionate sport, and I can't imagine the cost that families must incur. Tom, when sponsors hear about hockey, they're going to be queuing up to get involved.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks to all our sponsors who've joined us tonight here to talk a little bit about themselves and a little bit about hockey. If you're a potential sponsor out there, get in contact with either Brisbane Women or the Brisbane Men competition, or drop us a line here at the Free Hit, care of Hockey Zone. Well, that's it for another edition, and we'll catch you next time.